Hi friends, welcome to Sheer Success Home Tuitions. In this video, I'll be talking about treatment of goodwill on the event of death of a partner. Okay, so in the event of death of a partner, the partner who has died will sacrifice his goodwill to the existing partners, which means the existing partners will gain the goodwill and the partner who has died will sacrifice his goodwill. Okay, so this is the logic. In the event of retirement also, the same logic will apply. The partner who is going to retire or who is retiring will sacrifice his goodwill to the existing partners, and the existing partners are gaining the goodwill from the sacrificing partner. So retirement and death, goodwill concepts and goodwill treatment will be like this. In case of admission, the goodwill will be split in the old ratio or sacrificing ratio to the existing partner, since the new partner is bringing the goodwill to the firm. Okay, now we are going to talk about treatment of goodwill on the event of death of a partner. Okay, so in this question, X, Y, Z were partners in a firm sharing profits in 3:2:1. The firm closes its books on 31st March every year. Y died on 30th June 2024. On Y's death, goodwill of the firm was valued at 60,000. Y's share in the profit of the firm till the date of his death was to be calculated on the basis of previous year's profit, which was 1,50,000. Okay, so here the goodwill of the firm was valued at rupees 60,000. Okay, so this 60,000 rupees in this question here is the goodwill of the firm. We have to calculate Y's share of goodwill. So 3:2:1, which is X. 3 is for X, 2 is for Y, 1 is for Z. That is the meaning. So 2/6 is Y's share. So 60,000 into 2 divided by 6 will give you 20,000. So 20,000 is the Y's share of goodwill, and that goodwill, since the new ratio in this sum they have not given, so you remove this 2 from this old ratio because Y has died. So 3:1 will be there. That will be the new ratio or gaining ratio. Okay, so you treat that as gaining ratio 3:1. So 20,000 into 3/1. So 20,000 into 3/1 will give you, 20,000 into 3/4 will give you 15,000. 20,000 into 1/4 will give you 5,000. So that is what they have done here. And the first journal entry says that X capital account debtor, Z capital account debtor to Y's capital account. 15,000, 5,000, 20,000. The first component is over. Then they have asked for Y's share in the profit of the firm till the date of his death was to be calculated on the basis of previous year profit, which was 1,50,000. So here they have given previous year profit, which is 1,50,000. So 1,50,000 into 2 by 6, which will give you, let me check. So 1,50,000 into 2 by 6. Okay. 6 2s are 12. 6 5s are 30. So 25,000, 50,000. 50,000, and he died on 30th June. So 50,000 into April, May, June. So 3 divided by 12. 4. 50,000 divided by 4, 12,500. So 12,500 is his share of profit. In the event of death, you have to say that profit and loss suspense account debtor. This profit, you have to say that profit and loss suspense account debtor. If you are going to split the profit and loss account, which is already available inside the balance sheet, you will have to say that profit and loss has to be mentioned as profit and loss appropriation account debtor. But if you are calculating profit of the died partner from the adjustments, then you have to say profit and loss suspense account debtor. So here they have told profit and loss suspense account debtor to vice capital account. That's all, death partner and his share, which is 12,500. I have calculated and showed you. So 12,500. I hope you would have understand this sum. So okay, next, that is what they have given here. What I have done, no, the same solution they have given here. If you don't understand this, you can also see this. Okay, same thing. Okay, next. See, next thing, question number 8. P, Q and R were partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2:1. P dies and the new profit sharing ratio of Q and R was agreed to be equal. On P's death, goodwill of the firm was valued at 60,000. Pass necessary entries for the treatment of goodwill under the following conditions. When goodwill does not exist in the books of accounts, and when goodwill exists in the books of accounts, rupees 30,000. Okay, so P, Q and R were partners. So goodwill of the firm was valued at 60,000. So now you take 60,000. Who died? P has died. So 60,000 into 3 divided by 4, which will give you 3 divided by 6, 1 by 2, 60,000 into 3 divided by 6, which will give you 30,000. So that 30,000 you take and split it to the existing partners. So Q's capital account debtor, R's capital account debtor to P's capital account. Okay, in the ratio of sacrificing and gaining ratio. Here they have given old ratio as well as the new ratio. If you see here, this is the old ratio and new profit sharing ratio was agreed to be equal. So you have to deduct the old ratio minus new ratio, you will get gaining ratio. It's like 3 by 6 minus 1 by 2. But here this partner P is dead. So you remove that. You take 2 by 6 minus 1 by 2. Okay. Then 1 by 6 minus 1 by 2. Okay. If you take LCM, it will get 6, 3, 3. So here also 3, 3, which is getting 2 by 6 minus 1 by 3 by 6. 1 by 6 minus 3 by 6. So gaining ratio is 1:2. Okay. So they have split the goodwill in 1:2 ratio. Next, in the case of B, what they are asking you is that here existing goodwill is there for 30,000. Goodwill exists in the books for 30,000. So you already know how to treat the existing goodwill. Existing goodwill means what? First of all, you have to understand what do you mean by existing goodwill. Existing goodwill means the goodwill which is already available inside the balance sheet on the asset side. Goodwill is an asset, so it will be shown on the asset side. So existing goodwill means the goodwill which is already available inside the balance sheet. So you take that goodwill will be split in the debit side of the partner's capital account. It will be shown in the debit side of the partner's capital account as 2 goodwill, and in the old ratio you will split that 3:2:1. So you will say that P's capital account debtor, Q's capital account debtor, R's capital account debtor to goodwill account 3:2:1. In the ratio you will have to split. So 30,000 into 3 by 6, 15,000, 10,000, 5,000. Okay, so this is the existing goodwill split up, and again the new goodwill they have again showed the same thing. New goodwill in the gaining ratio they have split up. That's all. Okay, so I hope you understood the concept of this goodwill. The question number 9 in the next video I will be teaching to you separately. Okay, so I wanted to uh, teach you the goodwill concepts in this video. So I taught you the goodwill concepts. I hope you would have understand the goodwill concepts. Subscribe to the channel and share the video to your friends. Thank you. Thanks a lot for watching the video.